passionate about innovations that make a real difference in the world. We love to improve things, and the greater the challenge, the more we unleash our creative potential. The future should be a place that fills us with joy. With our sustainability goals, we're helping to build this place. For you, for us, for the planet, and for humanity. One of the most urgent tasks of our time is to stop climate change, which is why we've been working to drastically reduce emissions from our operations by minimizing our consumption, using resources as efficiently as possible, and drawing our energy from renewable sources.
Our goals are both ambitious and realistic. We want to make an impact.
As a technology group, we know that everything can be improved. And so we're carefully reviewing our upstream and downstream supply chains with these questions in mind. Where can we conserve resources? Which materials do we want to use in the future? And which ones can we do without? How can we generate less waste? And where can we promote circularity?
A sustainable future means cooperation along the entire value chain.
Who benefits most from our efforts? Our customers. The best case in point being our Enviro product range. The Enviro label identifies machines and lines that combine high performance with low energy and media consumption. Since 2008, we've been designing each new machine generation to be more efficient than its predecessor.
The investment in Enviro pays off every single day.
One of the biggest challenges that climate change presents is rising water insecurity. Water is a vital necessity and the most important raw material for our industry. So we have a responsibility to take action now. With water-saving technologies, we're helping to ensure the beverage industry's long-term viability.
Every drop counts. Efficient water usage is the core of our machines and operations.
To be truly sustainable, an industry must do no harm to the environment or to people. The food and beverage industry, more than any other, stands for enjoyment, health and security. Good working conditions and respect for human rights are an essential part of that, which is why we have a zero-tolerance policy towards human rights violations.
For us, sustainability means taking social responsibility seriously and acting on it.
Sustainability has many dimensions, but they all have this in common. Their purpose is to preserve human well-being. And that is what we work towards every day. A future that all of us can look forward to. A future full of promise. We've set ourselves some ambitious goals through to 2030. And after that, we'll keep going. Our target for 2040 is to achieve net zero emissions along our entire value chain. But why all this?
It's our future. Let's shape it together.
All right, everyone, and with that, good morning to all of you, and thank you so much for joining us here at Krones. Welcome back here on day 3, and with the film, the tone is set, right? All eyes on sustainability, and that goes for everyone joining us online as well. Thank you for tuning in. All right, now we're going to circle back around and follow up on a lot of things that we heard in the movie on some of those numbers, but first of all, sustainability. How many times have you heard that word? Like even today here at Krones, we've already said sustainability about 1 million times. It is one of those buzzwords, but here's the thing. We are convinced, we are certain that for any decision made within your businesses, any of your businesses, in any department, it will all be depending on sustainability. It's going to be relevant for anything you decide on moving forward in the future to come. That is why we decided to dedicate an entire day to sustainability, and we're going to do just that and underline the importance of it for each and every one of you viewing here today. So let me just do the quick introductions of my two experts. First of all, we have someone who has been head of sustainability for the past 3 years now. She leads a team of 10, but the history with Krones goes back way further than that. She has been with the company for over 20 years, and that's what I call true love. Please welcome Martina Birk. Welcome, Martina.
Welcome.
And moving along, ladies and gentlemen, we have our other colleague responsible for sustainability controlling, reporting, and due diligence at Krones. Now, you have been with the company for over 7 years, and recently, we need an extra large round of applause. He has just completed his PhD in cultural sciences, focusing on sustainability reporting about human rights. Please welcome Peter Steger. Welcome, Peter.
Thank you. Thanks.
And congratulations, of course, to you. Now, as mentioned, we talk about sustainability so often, but Krones definitely stands out in many different ways. We're going to sum it up, and I'm going to hand it over to you, Martina, to do the honors. How do you stand out at Krones?
Yeah, thank you, Jasmine. At Krones, sustainability isn't just a buzzword. It's something you can see, feel, and experience. It's deeply embedded in our corporate strategy and in every product we develop. Just look around here at the booth. All technology is designed with this sustainability in mind. We've even dedicated this whole day to sustainability. We have a challenge to collaborate along the value chain, and that's why we are here today to talk about the sustainability. What sets Krones apart in terms of sustainability? It's a clear and consistent approach. It's already seen in our target picture, solutions beyond tomorrow. It's a vision that places sustainability at the core of innovation, engineering, operation, and partnership to preserve nature and safeguard society. We have defined clear sustainability goals. We implemented a structured follow-up process to track process and ensure accountability. Our approach ensures that sustainability is not just a vision, but a measurable commitment from all of us. Sustainability isn't new to us. We've already started in 2008 with our Enviro program. It integrates energy efficiency and water efficiency directly in the product development. So this is because we believe that our responsibility and ability to make a positive impact across the entire value chain. It's a promise, and we've kept it for over 15 years now, and one we are committed for decades to come.
Thank you for that, Martina. And you are indeed, we can tell, right? Here at Krones, you are indeed very dedicated to sustainability, and you are convinced yourselves this is the way to move into the future.
Yeah.
But if we go a bit deeper, if I ask how your business strategy actually has an impact on sustainability in a concrete way, what is the answer?
We are actually fortunate to shape sustainability also for the beverage industry. And we have identified 3 major global challenges. That's, first of all, curbing climate change. It's a challenge, and we have to face this challenge and actually to make something against it. So what can we do? We can offer energy-efficient technologies to support decarbonization across the value chain. So today, you will hear a lot of presentations about circular economy, about energy efficiency. We have energy consulting that we can help you to improve your production. We have a showcase with a pasteurizer using a heat pump, and one of my personal favorites, that's the Steinecker Energy Self-Sufficient Brewing. So very special, stay tuned, come to the stage. And then, of course, we have the second challenge. This is using packaging materials responsibly. if you think of Krones, you may think of the PET bottles, and maybe in your mind there is this picture of bottles on the ocean, in the rivers. This is something we definitely do not want, and that's why we have our recycling technologies here. You will hear the presentation just after this presentation. And it's not only about talking about PET, it's talking about alternative packaging materials. So for example, our light pack top, an alternative using carton instead of shrink film, or if we talk about returnable lines, we do have a bottle washing technology which reduces the energy consumption by 30%. Or handling recycled materials. That's not easy for some lines, for the bottling and packaging process. So that's where we have solutions. Lightweighting. This is everything to do with using packaging materials responsibly. And last but not least, the third challenge is feeding the world's population. We have 8.5 million on the planet at the moment, and it's predicted that we do have 9.8 billion people on the planet in 2050. So how can we feed all these people? How can Krones influence this challenge? We can reduce, of course, food waste during the production, and we can give a longer shelf life to reduce waste. We can also provide alternative proteins, process technology for alternative proteins, and very, very interesting innovative food concepts like bioreactors. So you listen to Alexander's presentation in the afternoon on new food technologies and on water optimization in the evening. So yeah, I think great challenges and great solutions from Krones.
And an extremely fully packed day. Thank you so much. You heard it, everyone, from Martina. You did the best job in teasering everything that's going to be coming up. Everything Martina just said is what will be happening here in the forum, so don't miss out. As much time as you can spend here, definitely spend it with us, because it's going to be a really full and also very exciting day with this super, super relevant topic. I think we should do one thing, and you already prepared. Thank you so much for that slide, Peter. I did say we would be circling back around to those numbers because we were seeing some very ambitious target values. Perhaps you could just walk us through for a minute, Peter.
Of course, thank you. So basically what we did, we decided that coming from our vision and mission in terms of sustainability, we have to break it down in actual measurable targets. So what we did is we defined 12 targets, and you see them here along the whole value chain. Because if you take a look at sustainability, it's not just your own production that you're looking at, it's not just upstream or downstream, it's over the whole value chain. So you see them here. I won't go into all details, but they're structured in environmental goals, social goals, governance goals, and of course on the right side, so the left side, those are those goals until 2030. Our short-term goals, and then the big goal, net zero 2040 on the right-hand side, which is the really big ambition that we share with a lot of our customers. And actually we will only get there if we get there together, because you see on the right side the downstream value chain, those targets that we set here also influence our customers' operations and processes so much. So if we get to those numbers as Krones, our customers get to their own sustainability goals, right? So this is really important, and this is why we have also those goals has also been validated, especially the net zero goal externally by the Science Based Targets Initiative, which is really important for us to really go into the direction of the Paris Agreement and to stay committed here.
Thank you for that, Peter. And let me just make a short comment in between. I know that we're moving along very quickly, and especially when there's lots of numbers. Yesterday, people were approaching us and asking, where can I look that up? We do have our YouTube channel. You may be watching on that if you're tuning in online. And that's where you can review all of the talks that we've been holding, all the presentations, and you can just read up on anything you may have missed, or if you feel we were moving too fast. Anyone here on site, can just approach them, right? Can just approach our experts and have a friendly conversation. But that was just a sidebar. Peter, we are not done yet, because how do I put this? I need to ask at least one critical question as moderator, right? These goals, again, they're very ambitious, very high target goals. With the current situation, we all know the political situation is anything but uncomplicated. Things are moving quickly. We have wars we have not yet experienced, trade wars on top of that. Are these goals not too ambitious? Are these realistic goals?
Thank you, Jasmine, for that question, because that question is very critical and very important, especially nowadays, as you said it, because let me first say, setting uninspiring sustainability goals is probably the worst thing you can do. Because coming from a target picture like we have it at Krones, sustainability is incorporated. That means ambitious goals have to be there, you know? Because the stakeholders on the market, our customers, the public, they realize if goals are actually ambitious or not. They know how to really, evaluate this. So for us, it's important that we have this high bar, and if you put it too low, your commitment will be immediately questioned. But you're right, there are global challenges that somehow overshadowed the sustainability topics within the last years. There's no doubt about this, and we have to be honest about it. But imagine you're running a marathon, and you're halfway through, and it starts to rain, and your legs grow weary. Do you then simply stop and say, okay, I'm done,
I would,
I'm not doing it anymore?
Bad example.
So it is like sustainability is a marathon. We have set those goals not in short-term distance. They are until 2030, until 2040. So we will keep running because we think it is the right thing to do. Mm-hmm. And by the way, not just we stay true to our commitment, but also, and that is very important, our customers stay true to their commitments. We haven't seen any big customers dropping their sustainability ambitions. That did not happen, despite everything that's happening in the world. So it is our clear commitment. Krones is still going the way into the sustainable future. Our customers are going there, and we're going there together.
I love that picture you just painted.
Thank you.
Not a sprint, but a marathon. I think even if we're not runners, we can all relate to that, right? And another important thing, you're not backing down. You're sticking to your goals, to your commitments, to your ambitions. And also, you are not simply guiding the way for your partners, but you give us inspiration. You give Krones inspiration as well. So you also set the tone as we move along into the future. Thank you both for setting the tone, for opening the day and paving the way into this exciting day full of sustainability topics. Do you have any closing words, Martina? Can I hand it over to you?
Yes, thank you, Jasmine. And ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, it's our future. Let's shape it together. Thank you.
Martina and Peter, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.